to Matt Cooper. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to ask you to please stand as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. For Chipola, first baseman, number 5, Cameron Gray.
Welcome to this broadcast of TCC Baseball presented by First Florida Credit Union. On the mound for the Eagles today is Matt Cooper. Cooper will await the first pitch here. And it'll be a called strike. 0-1 to start. And pitch misses the zone on the outside. Up to bat for the Indians is Cameron Gray. And Gray will pop this one up and out of play. Eagles will play one game here today. Here against Chipola in the Panhandle Conference. Cooper misses just up high, 2-2. And he'll deliver, look like a pretty good pitch, just a little high in the zone. It'll move to full, 3-2. And that pitch misses outside. Will be a leadoff walk for the Indians.
Designated hitter number 20, Dylan Goldstein.
That'll bring up the DH, Dylan Goldstein. Cooper throws back over to first. And he'll deliver the first pitch here just a little high. In catching for the Eagles is Julian Barcelo. And we're going to get a mound visit here. So we will step aside. This is TCC Baseball presented by First Florida Credit Union. So Coach McLeod comes out and speaks to Cooper. Try to settle him down here as Chipola digs in over at first. It'll be 2-0. As mentioned before, Goldstein up to bat for the Indians. And he takes the third pitch for a strike. Goldstein, a freshman, batting .312. He has 22 RBIs on the year. Swing and a miss there, 2-2. And this one is laced down the first baseline, foul. Adams over at first for the Eagles. Jeffcoat at second. And that'll be fouled back and out of play by Goldstein. Goldstein fouls that one back and out of play again. It'll stay 2-2. Goldstein has 4 home runs on the year. Two and two. And another foul ball out of play. Been a big battle here between Cooper and Goldstein early. Eagles have yet to record an out. And another foul tip. mind seeing a breaking ball here in the dirt. Goldstein seems to be chasing at any ball over the zone. And this one's outside, chopped over to second. Jeffcoat takes the force at first. One out.
Left fielder number 31, Logan Austin.
Cooper sets, delivers, and this one is popped up in the air. Will it maneuver its way out of play? It does. That will bring up Logan Austin. Austin fouled off the first pitch here. A lot of foul balls so far today between Chipola's first three hitters here. Cooper misses high, 1-1. So a correction there, as 31 is not Logan Austin, it is Cesar Franco. So Franco up to bat. 2-2, and he will go down swinging. 2 outs.
Catcher number 33, David Castillo.
And now batting David Castillo. He lines this one off the glove of Fernandez. A run will score. And he's going to take off over to second. Sliding in. It'll be a two-out double, excuse me.
Right fielder number 21, Andre.
That'll bring up Andre Tarver after Castillo was able to get the benefit of, or well, I should say, nice Chipola bounce went their way after bounced off the top of the glove of Fernandez over at third. And going after this first pitch is Tarver. He fouls it off, 0-1. Great pitch down the middle for a strike. And Cooper is ahead in the count, 0-2. Has one strikeout today. And a ground out over to first. And this one will be line foul just over the Eagle dugout. Cooper gets him to swing in a second strikeout of the top of the first. Will move the Eagles to the bottom of the first, but Chipola able to score on an RBI double. Eagles looking to get that run back here in the bottom half of this inning. We'll step aside. This is TCC Baseball presented by First Florida Credit Union. Welcome back to this broadcast of TCC Baseball presented by First Florida Credit Union. Trent Jeffcoat up to bat, leading things off for the Eagles, and he pops this one up in the air. Should be a routine play, and the catch is made by the catcher in foul territory. One pitch, one out. On the mound for the Indians is Luis Guerrero. Guerrero steps off the rubber here and will reset with Fernandez up to bat. Andrew Fernandez batting .200 on the year with 2 home runs and 19 RBIs. However, he does lead the team in strikeouts with 33. He'll lace this one off the first base bag, and that'll be a single. Almost, I would say more unfortunate that it did hit the bag, because that would have gotten through over into right field and probably been an extra base hit. Spencer Hansen will come up to bat for TCC. Hansen, the DH. Runner's going to go, and it'll be a stolen base for Fernandez as the Eagles get the tying run in scoring position. Hansen has struggled with, I believe, a hamstring injury the last couple of weeks. And he'll take a big cut. Be 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the first. Guerrero's pitch bounces off the plate. He'll move to 2-1. Two and one out. Runner goes, and Fernandez will steal and be thrown out by about 4 or 5 feet. Not a good jump there. Hansen tried to put it in play, but swung on and missed, so it'll be a 2-2 count. Hansen takes a cut and fouls it back. Aggressive base running by TCC. Feel like Fernandez didn't really have much of a lead when he took off from second. And the third baseman wasn't really playing that deep, so it wasn't difficult for him to cover the bag as Hansen lines this one off the fence over by the Eagle bullpen. It'll stay 2-2. And this one will be grounded over to short. The throw to first in time. That'll be the third out of the inning. The Eagles put a runner on, steal a base, but get thrown out over at third. So we'll go to the top of the second, down 1-0. This is TCC Baseball, presented by First Florida Credit Union.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges, eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
Welcome back to this broadcast of TCC Baseball, presented by First Florida Credit Union. Eagles trail 1-0 here in the top of the second, as this one will be popped up into shallow left field. The catch is made by Lawson. Looked like Lawson tripped when he tried to backpedal at first, but was able to recover and run forward and make the catch. He was hatless, but as long as he make the play. This one will be hit up the middle and through De La Cruz unable to keep it in the infield, and that will be a single. Trying to get the number there. Looks like Garcia. That is Matthew Garcia with the single. Alfonso Villalobos will bunt over to third. It'll be barehanded. The throw not in time brings Adams off of the bag. And now there will be 2 on with 1 out. An infield hit there for Villalobos.
Shortstop number 4, Joseph Rohrbacher.
That brings up Joseph Rohrbacher. Rohrbacher batting in the 9 hole here. A sophomore with a .258 batting average. He is second on the team in walks, however, with 23, one behind Cameron Gray with 24. Rohrbacher fouls this one back, 0-2. This one is up and in. It jams Rohrbacher. He hits this one into foul territory. Adams makes the play over near first base. Will be 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup here with Cameron Gray. As we mentioned, Gray leading the team with 24 walks. He also is batting at .320 on the year. Barcelo trying to frame it here on the inner half. Move to 1-1. And that's blown right past him. 1-2. Cooper looking for a strikeout here as that is popped up out of play. Has 2 Ks on the day. And this one will be hit into deep left center field. Coming underneath and making the over-the-shoulder catch is Dylan Lawson. A tough play. And the Eagles will move to the bottom of the 2nd inning after that stellar catch by Lawson. Chipola strands 2. It's 1-0 in favor of the Indians. This is TCC Baseball presented by First Florida Credit Union. Back with this broadcast of TCC Baseball, live on tcceagles.com and YouTube. Just search at TCC Eagles. Nick Newell is up to bat. And he'll swing and miss on the first pitch. Here comes the second one. Pulls back after showing bunt, 1-1. Guerrero delivers the third pitch, and this one is low and away, 2-1. Pitch foul back. Moves to 2-2 for Newellis. And that pitch just a little low in the zone. Should say just low of the zone, I should say. So it'll be 3-2. Borderline pitch. Newellis has new life, and he thought that he got another one there. A strike called on the outside corner. And that's how Chipola will start out this bottom of the second. And now up to bat for the Eagles is Dylan Lawson. Lawson lines this one over into right field. That'll be a single with one out. Lawson batting .290.
Center fielder number 5, Bryson Kirksey.
And with that, it'll bring up the center fielder, Bryson Kirksey. Kirksey batting .307 on the year. And he goes after that first pitch, pops it up into foul territory. The catch is made by the third baseman for the Indians. And just like that, Chipola has 2 outs here as Jesse De La Cruz comes up. De La Cruz with 19 RBIs, batting .233 on the year. And the runner's going to go. Lawson reaches second. And that pitch was called a ball. So it'll be a 1-0 count. De La Cruz watches this one bounce in. It'll be 2-0. That's it off the end of the bat. 2-1. And time called. This is hit out into left field. Tails foul. 2-2. See what De La Cruz can do with this pitch. Just a little late on the swing. Another strikeout for the Indians. And that will end the inning. We'll go to the top of the third. Eagles still trail 1-0. This is TCC Baseball live on tcceagles.com. Back with this broadcast of TCC Baseball presented by First Florida Credit Union. Dylan Goldstein steps up the bat for the second time this afternoon. And that one goes way past Barcelo. He was not expecting it on that left side of the plate. Be 1-1. And a swing and a miss by Goldstein. 1-2. This one is hit foul down the right field line. Cooper, through 2 innings thus far, has only allowed 3 hits, 2 strikeouts. This is hit up over to short. The throw by Jesse De La Cruz is just in time. Adams has got to be a little careful there with pulling his foot off the bag. That was almost a little bit early there. Be 1 out. Cesar Franco now up to bat for the Indians as they wing to a 1-0 lead, looking for an insurance run upcoming. Eagles would love to minimize any offense that Chipola has been able to put out there. And that pitch by Cooper just a little high. Like he was going to get the benefit of the doubt there, but no. Strike called on the outside, 3-1. And that'll be a walk with 1 out.
Catcher catcher, number 33, David Castillo.
And now up to bat for Chipola. Oops. Drop my notes here. Is David Castillo, who had an RBI double in his first at-bat, the only run of the game. Cooper sets. And a strike caught on the outside. 0-2. Cooper trying to paint that right side of the plate, but a little bit outside. Really was in that batter's box on the right side, and Barcelo's going to set up on that right corner again as they check out the runner over at first. One and two, and this one is hit high and deep into left field. It'll go back towards the track, and caught just short of the track is Lawson. That was a deep shot by David Castillo. Thought for a second it had a chance to go, but just ballooned up in the air, and the Eagles will take that. Now with 2 outs here in the third. Runner's going to go. Barcelo's throw is going to be in time. Tagged him in the head. The runner was off of the bag as well. And he's trying to argue it, but even if he had popped up, he had fallen off the bag. And a throw out by Barcelo will end the top half of this third. We'll go to the bottom of the third, looking to get a run on the board, down 1-0. This is TCC Baseball, presented by First Florida Credit Union. Back with this broadcast of TCC Baseball, presented by First Florida Credit Union. Orlando Adams up to bat, and Adams fouls that second pitch up and out of play. It'll be 1-1. Adams thought about thought about bunting down that first baseline. He did show bunt, but pulled back. He called a ball on the outside, 2-1. And a foul tip got by the catcher, 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Down goes Adams. That'll be one out.
Catcher number 24, Julian Barcelo.
First pitch up and into Barcelo. 1-0. And that's inside, 2-0. Pitch in the dirt. 3-0 here to Barcelo. Pitch inside, a 4-pitch walk, and the catcher, Julian Barcelo, will trot over to first as the Eagles will move to the top of the order with Jeff Coate up to bat. Jeff Coate takes it low and in. 5 straight balls here for Guerrero. And that'll be right down the pipe. A fastball blazing by Jeff Coate. He just watches that go through for a strike, 1-1. Two and one. Jeff Coate fouls it back and out of play. Count moves to 2-2. And Jeff Coate goes down swinging, 2 outs.
Third baseman, number 7, Andrew Fernandez.
Fernandez will come up to bat with a runner on, and that ball gets away from the catcher. Barcelo stays over at first. 1-0. And Fernandez swings and misses. One and one. Another swing and a miss. Count moves to 1-2. Foul back by Fernandez. Barcel's still over on first. He's really no threat to take off the second. He's still got to be fully aware here as Fernandez steps off. It didn't look like Barcelo got the sign over at first. One and two, and down goes Fernandez. That'll end the inning. We'll go into the top of the fourth. It's 1-0. This is TCC Baseball live on TCCEagles.com.
Right fielder number 21, Andre Tarver.
Welcome back to this broadcast of TCC Baseball live on TCCEagles.com. Cooper still on the mound for the Eagles as they trail 1-0 here in the top of the fourth. Andre Tarver up to bat for Chipola. Tarver right now batting .319. And a strike called. 2-1. And that'll be fouled back 2-2. Full count, 3-2. And strike three called on the bottom half of the zone there. And Eagles will get their third strikeout of the day here in the top of the fourth. And now up to bat for Chipola is Alfonso Villalobos. Villalobos watches this pitch outside. Be 1-1. And another pitch outside, 2-1. This one is swung on and belted into deep left field, but it will go foul over into the fescue near the woods in the outfield past the fence. So we'll move to 2-2. This one is swung on and a diving play there by Orlando Adams. Great play. And that'll be the second out.
Second baseman, number 6, Matthew Garcia.
First pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Up to bat for Chipola is Matthew Garcia. 1-1. And Garcia hits this one into shallow left field. Charging on is Lawson. He loses his hat. Unable to make the play. He comes in for a single just in that dead area of the outfield. Almost impossible to cover there. Now 2 outs, 1 on. As that'll bring up Zach Rice. Or sorry, excuse me. Yes, that is Zach Rice. And Rice takes the first pitch for a strike. Rice, a freshman, batting .340. He has 9 walks and 9 RBIs, along with 2 home runs. And this one is hit over into right field, coming underneath and making the play is Nuelis. That'll end the inning. We'll go into the bottom of the fourth. Eagles trail by 1. And they need a run coming up. This is TCC Baseball, presented by First Florida Credit Union. Welcome back to this broadcast of TCC Baseball live on TCCEagles.com. 0-1 your count here to Spencer Hansen. And Hansen fouls this one off, and Coach McLeod doing his best dodging impression there. Moves out of the way. It looks like it hit the dummy bat over near the dugout. 0-2. Pitch outside, 1-2. Hansen fouls this one off and over into the away bullpen. One and two. Guerrero lines up, and the curveball comes in. Swing and a miss for Hansen. Just was unable to get contact on that pitch, and Nick Newellis will come up to bat with one out. Guerrero only allowing 2 hits here through 3 1/3. Wallace watches this pitch low, 2-0. Seen a couple of one-out walks today for the Eagles. Wallace batting .313 on the year. Has 10 RBIs and 13 walks. Now 3-0, looking to get his 14th walk of the day. Wallace set. Let me check on that if he did. Wallace had 3 hit by pitches in one game. Almost set a record. 3-1. And that pitch on the outside. Second time Newellis has done that where he thought he drew a walk, and it'll be a full count, 3-2. Full count, and that'll be a walk right there. That'll bring up Dylan Lawson, who had a single over into right in his first at-bat. Wallace takes this pitch, Wallace over on first. Lawson in the batter's box takes the first pitch for a strike. And Lawson watches that fall into the dirt. 1-1. Guerrero waits for a while. Runner's going to go. Take off to second. The throw in time, and the Eagles have been thrown out at second and third thus far today. Two and one the count. And this one's hit right back up to the pitcher. Guerrero will flip it over to first. That will end the inning. We'll go into the top of the fifth. Still 1-0. Eagles are struggling here on offense today. We'll step aside. This is TCC Baseball live on TCCEagles.com. Back with this broadcast of TCC Baseball live on TCCEagles.com. Cooper still in pitching here in the top of the fifth. And that pitch is outside. Be 2-1. Up to bat for the Indians is Joseph Rohrbacher. And Rohrbacher fouls that one back up against the net. Two and two. And Barcelo trying to frame it there on the outside. Will still be a ball. Now full count here, 3-2. And that'll be fouled back. It'll stay full. 3-2. And this one is hit off the end of the bat. It falls into that dead zone we talked about earlier. Chipola's had 2 hits there in left center. Shallow left center, that is.
First baseman, number 5, Cameron Gray.
And that will bring up the first baseman, Cameron Gray, and the top of the order here. Nope, 1 out. Here in the top of the 5th. Sorry, incorrect scoreboard there. So there is no outs. You're only as good as your scoreboard operator, as this is thrown over to first. I was confused for a second. I went, there's no way there's any outs. I thought there was only 1 batter. Glad to see that was rectified. 1 runner on. Here with Gray up the bat. And the runner's going to go. It'll be a hit and run, a soft roller over to second. And he'll be called out over at first. The flip not in time to get the force at second from Jeffcoat. And now there will be an out. That'll bring up the DH, Dylan Goldstein, and the number 2 hitter in the lineup for the Indians. Goldstein batting .312. With a runner in scoring position, he hits this one far and deep over into right center field. That will be out of here. A 2-run jack here in the top of the 5th, and Chipola opens it up 3-0. Time called as Cesar Franco comes up to bat. The Indians will maneuver their way back into the dugout after the 2-run home run, and Franco pops this one up into shallow center field. Jeffcoat charging back from second base, able to make the play. 2 outs. That home run by Goldstein is his 5th home run of the year. That ties him with Tarver and looks like Villalobos for the lead for the season in home runs. This one is laced over into left field, but just foul. 1-1. David Castillo, the batter here for the Indians. Castillo with a RBI double in the top of the 1st. Watches that pitch outside, 2-1. And he will pop this one up and way out of play. 2-2. That curveball missing too far outside. It'll be a full count, 3-2. And Barcelo trying to hold the pitch there on the outside corner. Doesn't help out Cooper, and that'll be a 2-out walk for Cooper here in the top of the 5th. Andre Tarver up to bat as Barcelo walks up to the mound and tries to give a little pep talk here to Cooper. We'll see if this is his last batter or not. Barcelo looking over at Coach Mack, and he steps up to the top steps. And I think he's going to leave him in for this batter. Nope, he decides against it. Cooper's going to come out of the game here with 2 outs. in the top of the 5th. We'll step aside and get a new pitcher. This is TCC Eagles baseball, presented by First Florida Credit Union. Dylan Faulkner, the new pitcher in for the Eagles, his first pitch. Cuts right over the plate. Little 3-6 action there, and that'll be a strike 0-1. That fastball comes in just a little high, up and away, 1-1. Faulkner looking at the runner over at first. Delivers, and this one is hit up the middle for a single. Runner will hold at second. And with 2 outs, we have 2 runners aboard for a pinch hitter. Or is this a pinch hitter? No, it is actually not. It's Alfonso Villalobos. Thought I might have caught the number incorrectly, which I did. So Villalobos will come up to bat here with 2 on, 2 out. Faulkner delivers, and that fastball misses outside, 1-0. Off-speed pitch over the plate. Faulkner looking at the runner, and time is called. They're going to call the runner back over to second. One and one the count. And that's fouled back. Now 1-2. One and two to Villalobos. And this one's hit over to first. Adams able to corral it. And he will jog over and touch the bag. That'll end the inning. Chipola threatens here to add some more runs. But the Eagles will stave off another hit there. And with that, we'll go into the bottom of the fifth. Chipola puts up two on a two-run home run into right. We'll step aside. This is TCC Baseball live on TCCEagles.com.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
Back with this broadcast of TCC Baseball here on TCCEagles.com. Bryson Kirksey up to bat, facing an 0-2 count here by Guerrero, and he'll go down swinging. Guerrero really having a field day with these leadoff batters for the Eagles. As that'll bring up Jesse De La Cruz. Curveball by Guerrero. Lost a little bit outside. Taps his chest, says that's on me, 1-0. De La Cruz with a lot of room up that middle if he can squeeze it through. This one is got by the third baseman on a dive. He throws it over to first on the grounder and able to get the out. Athletic play there by Villalobos. 2 outs. First pitch off the glove of Chipola's catcher there. 1-0. And Guerrero's fastball comes in too low, and it'll be a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Another fastball in. That one looked like it was more in the zone, but they say no, and it'll be 3-0. Adams watches this one go outside in a 4-pitch walk. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Looks like, are we going to get a pinch hitter, or is it going to be Barcelo?
Catcher number 24, Julian Barcelo.
It'll be Julian Barcelo coming up to bat. Barcelo shows bunt, and that one gets away. Adams charging over to second. Takes a big turn around, but will walk on back. And with 2 outs, Barcelo will swing away with a runner in scoring position. Guerrero with 3 walks here through 4 2/3. Top of the order. On deck here with Jeffcoat. Barcelo hits this one into left center field. That's going to come in for a base hit. They're going to wave around Adams, and he will score. The Eagles score their first run of the game. It's 3-1. Barcelo with an RBI single.
Second baseman number 2, Trent Jeffcoat.
Jeffcoat up to bat here in the top of the order. Looks like the umpire was trying to communicate something here to the press box. That was not deciphered very well. Barcelo subsequently just belts one into left center field for a base hit. And the Eagles cut into the 3-1 deficit. This one gets away from Guerrero again. Another wild pitch. Don't know if Guerrero can see the scouts here behind home plate, but you can see him hold off the finish there like he's trying to get every ounce of it in that fastball. It's not really helping him. His cause out there is that wild pitch moved the runner over to second and ended up scoring in Adams. And now Barcelo moves over to second on a wild pitch. And another one. A loss of control. It's 2-1. Jeffcoat can make it a 1-score game here with a hit. Check swing. And it'll be 3-1. Fernandez on deck. And Jeff Coate hits this one over to short. It gets through the glove. They're going to wave home Barcelo. He's hustling in. It's going to be a close play at the plate. Barcelo just touches the bag. And Jeff Coate's going to take off over to second. He wasn't paying attention. He goes back over to first. Barcelo not sliding in. He just beats out the play over at home. By touching on the bag, it looked like the ball got away from the catcher after the tag, so I don't think he would have been out anyways. But Jeff Coate looked like he was just talking to the first base coach, wasn't aware, and could have taken off to second. Had another runner in scoring position with Fernandez up to bat, but now he'll have to steal second, which the Eagles have already been thrown out at second and third today, so makes it tough to see if you want to try to get a steal here, although Jeff Coate is your fastest player on the roster. Time called. And Jeff Coate takes off. Fernandez hits this one deep into left center field. But the play is made. Looked like it didn't have as much height. And was hit a little further, but got caught up there in the air. Got myself a little too excited there. It was a hit and run. That one fell through. Jeff Coate probably would have scored and we would have had a tie game, but Eagles making things interesting here in the bottom of the fifth. We'll go to the top of the sixth. TCC trails 3-2. This is TCC Baseball, live on TCCEagles.com.
Second baseman number 6, Matthew Garcia.
Back with this broadcast of TCC Baseball presented by First Florida Credit Union. Faulkner still in the game for the Eagles after coming in with 2 outs in the top of the fifth. Was able to get out of the jam. Chipola stranded 2 runners in that top half of the fifth. They, however, scored 2 on a 2-run shot into right center. And this is a foul tip in which Garcia threw his bat all the way back towards the backstop here. It'll be 0-2. 0-2 to Garcia. Faulkner. Pitch on the outside. Called a ball 1-2. We'll up it away. On deck is Zach Rice. And that'll be a swing and a miss. Strikeout for Faulkner. We'll have one out here in the top of the sixth. In steps Zach Rice with no on, one out. Faulkner starting to feel it here. First pitch strike. And another looping curveball here. Finds the zone, 0-2. I think he goes back to that pitch right here. Now they'll go fastball and misses up and away. 1-2. And he blew it right past him. A strikeout here by Faulkner. He has two here in the inning. Be two out. No on for Rohrbacher. Rohrbacher batting in the 9-hole. Love to see the Eagles go 3 up, 3 down here. Faulkner comes with the heat. Be 1-0. And he tries to take off some speed there, but unable to find the zone. 2-0. And a good pitch there. Thought he'd get the call on the bottom half of the zone there, but they say no in 3-0. Don't want to give up a 2-out walk here. Faulkner on the verge, and he'll fire this one in for a strike right down the middle. 3-1. Faulkner quickly resets and fires this one on the outside corner. Full count. Rohrbacher waiting here. Batting .258. The payoff pitch. And this one is hit over to first base. Adams will flip the tag base there by Faulkner as he steps on it. And it was a little more close for comfort than you would think, but the Eagles go 3 up, 3 down, and we'll head into the bottom of the 6th. Down a run. This is TCC Baseball live on TCCEagles.com. Back with this broadcast of TCC Baseball, presented by First Florida Credit Union. 1-0 the count here to Spencer Hansen, the DH for the Eagles. Guerrero threw one in the dirt that got away from the catcher. This one goes in the dirt as well. Be 2-0. And this pitch inside, it's 3-0 to start off to Hansen. We see a little action over in the bullpen. You see one of the managers, I think it was one of the managers or players, giving the, all right, boys, get warmed up here. We're going to need you soon. 3-1 here to Hansen after Guerrero fires it in for a strike. Don't think he's going to swing at this one. Oh, he does. Hits it into center field, and that'll be caught for the first out.
Right fielder number 31, Nick Newellis.
That'll bring up Nick Newellis. Newellis takes the first pitch, and it'll find the outside corner. 0-1. And it quickly works to 0-2 after the foul ball. One and two. Newellis awaits, and this one misses far outside. 2-2. Eagles down 3-2. One swing of the bat can tie the game up here. And Newellis goes down looking. That was too easy. 2 outs.
Number 11, Dylan Lawson.
Two outs, no on for Dylan Lawson. And Lawson hits this one off the end of the bat. Actually, that was the neck of the bat, really. Inside, he was jammed up, and the catch made by the first baseman. We'll go into the top of the 7th. Guerrero goes 3 up, 3 down in the bottom half of the 6th. No run score for the Eagles. They still trail 3-2.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
3-2 your score. Eagles trail by 1 here in the top of the 7th inning. Dylan Faulkner still in, pitching for the Eagles in relief. And his first pitch comes in for a strike. He came in the top of the 5th after Cooper went 4 2/3. And Faulkner's second pitch misses outside, 1-1. Cameron Gray in the top of the order up to bat. 2-1. Faulkner's breaking ball broke a little bit too late. Ends up and away, 3-1. And the Eagles are looking a leadoff walk right in the face, and Chipola is able to make it happen there.
Designated hitter number 20, Dylan Goldstein.
That'll bring up Dylan Goldstein, who in the same situation his last at bat hit a towering fly ball into right center field for a 2-run shot. And this time he'll watch this breaking ball come down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Runner is caught in a pickle here. Almost thrown away by Adams. And now he will make the tag. Great job there by Faulkner to get him in the rundown. Faulkner comes with another breaking ball. This one missing the zone by just a hair. Looked pretty good to me. 1-1. Now no runners on. And another good pitch. They say just a little high. 2-1. Faulkner blows it right past Goldstein. 2-2, and this is where I would like to see that breaking ball come out again. Try to throw it low in the zone or in the dirt. See if we can get Goldstein to chase. Chipola has struggled with the off speed. And that's what he does. This one hit right up the middle. Just gets underneath the glove of Faulkner. Almost able to glove it there and throw it over to first for the easy out. Now there will be a runner on with 1 out. Feels like the Eagles haven't turned a double play in ages. This would be the time to do it. With Cesar Franco batting. Pitch way up high, 1-0. Faulkner looking over at first again. And he's going to toss it over there. And now he'll get ready to throw. Sets, delivers, and strike called on the outside. 2-1. Or sorry, 1-2. I believe. It's now 1-2. As that was swung and missed. And a great pitch there by Faulkner. Just a touch high. It'll be 2-2. Man, don't get much better than that one. Trying to ring him up. Franco waits. And right down the middle. Strikeout looking. And the Eagles will move to 2 outs here with a runner on.
Catcher number 33, David Castillo.
That brings up David Castillo, the catcher. Castillo playing cleanup today for the Indians. An RBI double in the top of the first. And Faulkner misses high. That's been his one struggle so far this evening. Don't want to leave it too far over the plate, though. And that'll find the outside corner. 1-1. Faulkner throws back over to first. This pitch comes up high, 2-1. Oh, what a breaking ball that was. Right over the plate. It's 2-2. Faulkner once again looking over at the runner and misses this one up high. Full count. Three and two. And this is swung on, and it just gets past Adams. Runner was taken off on the pitch. There could be a play at the plate here. Yeah, they throw by Nuelas to the cutoff man over at second. And that will score a run. If Nuelas had thrown over to Adams at first, I don't think that Nuelas knew that the runner was being waved home. So the lead is doubled to 2 with 2 outs. And that's one thing about those 2-out walks that just are killers for momentum. So all you got to do is get one man on there, and then Chipola has a breath of fresh air. David Castillo with the hit there. His second RBI double of the day. Up the bat is Andre Tarver. Sits at a 0-2 count here. And that swung on and fouled up out of play. Oh-2. And Faulkner steps off the rubber. Gets the runner to walk on back to second. This one is hit deep over into left field. Backtracking and unable to make the catch is Lawson. Another RBI double, back-to-back doubles for the Indians. It's 5-2. Lawson was playing a little bit farther to the right in left field.
Third baseman number 18, Alfonso Villalobos.
Yeah, it looked like Lawson was playing the shift over in left field and moved a little bit farther towards left center. And that one was hit into the left side of left field, closer towards the line. And we're going to get another pitching change here as the Eagles trail 5-2. We'll step aside. This is TCC Baseball live on TCCEagles.com. Well, the first pitch that you guys missed there was lined over to short. De La Cruz able to make the catch. Estes, the new pitcher in for the Eagles. One pitch, one out. And we'll go into the bottom of the 7th inning. This is TCC Baseball live on TCCEagles.com.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
Guerrero's still in the game here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and Kirksey swings at the first pitch. Leo 1. De La Cruz on deck. Kirksey swings at the second one. 0-2. And Guerrero gets him on 3 swings and a miss. Back-to-back at-bats for Kirksey, where he goes down in 6 pitches. I'll bring up Jesse De La Cruz with 1 out. De La Cruz swings at the first pitch, hits it deep. Actually, not too deep. It got caught up in the lights there. Looked like he got more of a hold of that one, but hit into center field there, and catch will be made, so it'll be 2 outs. You're in the bottom of the 7th with Orlando Adams up to bat. It's dusk here in Tallahassee, so just as things get dark here, the bright lights will come in and illuminate the field for all the viewers there at home as Adams swings and misses. It'll be 0-2. And a check swing. 1-2. Ooh, and that hit him. Guerrero lets it get away from him, and Adams gets hit up and in. Barcelo will come up to bat with a runner on. Let's see if this will end the day for Guerrero. I think they're going to keep him here on the mound after the visit. I think this will probably be Guerrero's last batter here with Jeffcoat on deck and Barcelo being the 9-hitter. Swing and a miss by Barcelo. 0-1. And that one misses away. 1-1. Barcelo had an RBI single his last at bat. And he'll step out of the batter's box after that swing and a miss. Try to reset here at a 1-2 count. And this one gets away. Another wild pitch. Adams moves over to second. The same thing happened prior, when Barcelo knocked in a run in the bottom of the 5th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And this one on the inside, a called strike. Barcelo doesn't like it. Smiles at the ump and will go back to the dugout. Guerrero going 7 strong, allowing 2 runs and only 3 hits. We'll step aside. This is TCC Baseball, presented by First Florida Credit Union. Five to 2, your score.
Second baseman number 6, Matthew Garcia.
Matthew Garcia will step up to bat here in the top of the 8th. SD still in pitching for the Eagles after he threw 1 pitch and got out of the inning in the top of the 7th. And another foul up and out of play. Pitch flown away. 1-2. This one is hit softly up the middle. It'll squeeze in between short and second. That'll be a leadoff hit for the Indians. First pitch, just a little high. 1-0. 24. Zach Rice up the bat with a runner on. Love a double play here as Estes throws over to first. This one is swung on. It'll be a double play. Great catch there by De La Cruz. Runner was going. So the easy throw back over to first base from De La Cruz at short. Just like that. Double play, just what you need.
Shortstop number 4 is Joseph Rohrbacher.
It'll bring up Joseph Rohrbacher. Rohrbacher pops this one up over into left field. And Fernandez unable to make the play once again. Dylan Lawson, who's playing in left field, is shifting closer towards left center, so he wasn't able to come up and make the play. But if he was in the normal position, I think he probably would have been able to chase that one down. Quickly 0-2. Eagles with 2 outs here, 0-2 count. Estes looking to strike out Rohrbacher here and in the inning. He sets, and this one's popped up into shallow left field. Lawson comes underneath it, and he makes the catch. That'll end the inning. We'll go into the bottom of the 8th. The Eagles trail 5-2. Gonna need some runs here. We'll step aside. This is TCC Baseball presented by First Florida Credit Union.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
Welcome back to this broadcast of TCC Baseball, live on TCCEagles.com and streaming through YouTube as well. Trent Jeffcoat up to bat for your Eagles here at the top of the order. And if there's ever a time to get a streak going here, it would be right about now. Eagles need some runners on base. 1-1 the count. Guerrero actually coming out here in the top of the 8th. It's actually pretty surprising given how he struggled early in the in the bottom half of the 7th. So we're actually in the bottom of the 8th here. As Jeffcoat hits this one over into left field. It's peeling away, and it hits off the glove of the left fielder. He lays out. Jeffcoat will reach second. He turns around and will go back to the bag. A leadoff double, and that's what I'm talking about right there. The Eagles needed some type of spark energy, and they get one here. As we'll see Fernandez come up to bat, and still surprised that they're going to keep Guerrero out here. Like I said, in the bottom of the 7th, looked like he was struggling with location. But they're going to roll the dice here. Fernandez up to bat. And he takes the first pitch outside. Want to know the count? Fernandez flew out into left center his last at bat. Looked like he was going to get that one to fall in, but Chipola was able to charge in and make the grab. Need to see if Fernandez can maybe walk here as he hits this one into shallow center field. Charging on it and making the diving grab is Chipola. Credit that one to Zach Rice in center. Little unfortunate that that one didn't fall. A diving play by the left fielder goes off the glove and leads to Jeffcoat getting a double. This time Chipola gets the best of the ball, able to make the catch in shallow center field, and Spencer Hansen will come at the bat with one out. Oh, and that hit him. Guerrero has hit 2 people up and in. And you just got to think, how much longer are they going to keep him out here? 2 on, 1 out with Nuellis up to bat and Lawson on deck.
Right fielder number 31 is Nick Nuellis.
Nuellis with a swing of the bat here. If he gets a hold of one, can tie the score up at 5. And he's a little late on that pitch. 0-1. Strike called. Moves to 0-2. Oh, 2 on, 1 out. And this one will bounce in. Be 1-2. And strike three called on the outside. Noel is not liking the call. That was an either way one. I can see how you get rung up on that. And it'll be 2 down. We saw Lawson hit a home run against TNXL in right center, so he does have power. Want to know the count? There is a guy that you want up to bat right now. It is Lawson. He has 3 home runs on the year. And this one bounces in the dirt. 2-0. Kirksey on deck. Lawson batting .290 so far this season. And he just able to get a foul tip on that one. 2-1. Another foul off. We'll move to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here with 2 outs. Big pitch upcoming here for Guerrero. Guerrero sets, delivers, and he got Lawson swinging there in the dirt. A huge pitch for Chipola, and they'll go into the top of the 9th in control, 5-2. Eagles strand 2 runners, and we'll step aside. This is TCC Baseball live on TCCEagles.com. Back with this broadcast of TCC Baseball presented by First Florida Credit Union. Estes will come back into the game here. And his first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Chipola was able to put up a run in the first, 2 in the 5th, as this one is skied as high as you can get it there into the lights. Actually, a pretty tough play there by Nuelves to pick it up. Be 1 out. So 1 run in the top of the first, 2 in the top of the 5th, and then 2 in the top of the 8th for the Indians. Those 2 runs in the top of the 8th coming, or Actually, that was the top of the 7th. Excuse me. The 2 runs in the top of the 7th coming on back-to-back RBI doubles for the Indians. And this pitch is lofted sky high into left field. So 1 over into right, 1 over into left. Be 2 outs. And that'll bring up Cesar Franco. Franco watches that pitch outside, 1-0. Strike called, 1-1. And Barcelo unable to frame it there, 2-1. This one bounces in the dirt. 3-1. And this one is hit high into center field. The catch made by Kirksey, so we'll get a fly out to right, a fly out to left, and a fly out to center. The trifecta of flyouts. And we'll go into the bottom of the 9th. Eagles need some runs here, down 5-2. We'll step aside. This is a broadcast of TCC Baseball, presented by First Florida Credit Union.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges, eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
Pitch hitting for Tallahassee, number 29, Stan King.
Stan King in pinch hitting for the Eagles. Cedric D. Grand Prix, the new pitcher for Chipola, in his first pitch. A breaking ball right down the middle for a strike. This will be a safe opportunity for D. Grand Prix. Looking at Luis Guerrero, as that one comes in on the outside for a strike, 0-2. Luis Guerrero goes 8 innings, allowing 1 run, 3 walks, 4 hits, and 12 strikeouts. A stellar outing there for the Chipola Indian. And that curveball is fouled back by King. A lot of movement there. by D Grand Prix with his pitches so far. And that fastball up high, 1-2. Another foul tip. One and two. Make that 2-2. Good battle here by King, the pinch hitter. And a swing and a miss. Down goes King. And the Eagles are down to 2 outs left. Their final 2 outs as they trail 5-2. Up to bat is Jesse De La Cruz, batting .233 on the year, and he takes it inside, 2-0. Strike called. De La Cruz not liking that pitch too much. Didn't really give it too much of a look there either. And he'll reset here. The 2-1 count. And he'll hit this grounder over to short. The sidearm throw is not in time. De La Cruz is going to hold over at first. Surprising. I think he could have gotten over to second if he burned it around, but he'll hold at first, and that should be an infield hit. Yeah, it was a tough play by the shortstop to go and make that snag on the grounder, and throwing across his body wasn't very accurate, but I think that De La Cruz probably would have been a bang-bang play, so we'll give him the infield hit there, and Orlando Adams will swing for the fences on that first pitch. 0-1. One and one. And that's down the middle for a strike. 1-2. Flowing away. 2-2. If Adams can get on base here, the tying run will be at the plate. They had it in the previous inning. Put one down swinging. And that's outside. Full count, 3-2. Three and two. The payoff pitch. And Adams just able to get a hold of that one. Whew. Making it difficult here for D Grand Prix. And Adams hits a fly ball into right field. The catch made. 2 outs. With a, let's see who this is. Is this a pinch hitter? Josh Gray? Yes. So we'll get Josh Gray to pinch hit for Julian Barcelo. 2 outs. 1 runner on. And Gray swings and misses 0-1. Check swing. What a strike call, and that one doesn't get much better than that. Right down the middle. One runner on, 0-2 for Gray. The last hope for the Eagles. And he watches that fastball come high. One and two. Runner takes off, and Gray will pop this one up, and it'll be up and out of play. Runner goes, and Gray goes down looking. Frozen as the Eagles will fall on the strikeout. That'll win the game. The Eagles fall 5-2 in what was a tough outing for the Eagles offensively. Only 5 hits to Chipola's 11. The Indians scored runs in the 1st, the 5th, and the 7th, whereas the Eagles only scored in the bottom of the 5th and weren't really able to mount much of a threat. They had 2 runners on in the 7th and 8th, but couldn't get any across. And so that will end this game against Chipola. And what was a conference affair. TCC struggling here in conference, and going to need to string a couple of wins together here as we close out the season. Well, that's all we got here from Eagle Field in Tallahassee. The Eagles fall 5-2 to the Chipola Indians. For this broadcast of TCC Baseball, live on TCCEagles.com, I'm Luke Fay. Good night.